How often have you started a new year full of hope that this will finally be the year that you achieve your goals? But by March or even December, you find yourself stuck and wondering what went wrong? Here's the truth. Most of us jump into new goals without taking the time to reflect on what we did before. We carry the weight of old mistakes and blind spots, falling into the same frustrating patterns year after year. What if the key to breaking that cycle is simply to pause and reflect first before we dash ahead? Hi, I'm Angela. In this video, I'll share 4 simple steps that I use for a powerful year-end review. It will help you to reflect on where you've been, learn from your journey, and set meaningful goals that actually stick. By the end of this video, you'll have the clarity and focus to leave any baggage behind, build on your successes, and confidently tackle the new year ahead. But first, let's explore why a year-end review is so important. How looking back helps you to move forward. The goal of the review isn't to dwell on the past, but to actively use those experiences to position yourself for success in the future. Think of it like planning a road trip. You cannot chart the best route to your destination unless you know where you're starting from, how far you must travel, and what obstacles might be on the way. With this information, it's much easier to find the best path. In the same way, a solid review helps you to achieve 3 things. Before you can plan your new goals, you must know your starting point or where you are now. How far are you from your goal, and what opportunities or obstacles might you expect? Are you traveling 20 miles or 200 miles over flat, rocky or hilly terrain? Just like a GPS uses data to suggest the best route forward, we can learn from both successes and failures to identify what's working and what's not working. That way, we can set smarter goals and plan more effectively. A good review helps us to celebrate our wins and let go of mental emotional baggage, so we can clear our mental space and start the next phase of our journey with fresh energy. Can you see how much you can gain from a simple reflection? This is why I do this exercise every year. I strongly recommend it to wrap up a chapter of your life so you can start the next one with clarity and confidence. Let's go through the 4 steps together, and you can pause the video at the end of each section to do your own reflections. Ready? Grab your journal, some pen and paper, or an electronic notepad, and let's begin. First, visualizing your year. The first step of the review is to take a bird's eye view of your entire year. Think of it like creating a timeline of your journey from January to December. Here's how. On a piece of paper, draw a line across the middle and label it from January to December. Then, recall the key events, developments, or milestones throughout the year by going through your calendar, your photos, or even your text messages. Plot your highs above the line and your lows below the line. This exercise helps to put your entire year in perspective. And it also jogs your memory on the things that you may have forgotten or things that are worth noting and reflecting on. Let me share a simplified version of my yearly map for illustration. I usually have a separate sheet for my personal life and my business developments because it's kind of hard to fit all the specifics onto one page. When you can see your entire journey for a year like this, it's much easier to zoom in and reflect on the key moments. So, what made your highs so high? Did they involve someone or something that you really cared about? Or maybe it was because you achieved a personal best or overcame a really major challenge. And on the flip side, what made the lows so low? What made them so painful for you? Did the event have a very major impact on your life? Or were you just being very harsh with yourself for not meeting certain standards or expectations? To make it easier, you can narrow down to just 2 to 3 items each for both the highs and the lows. Once you have written down your reflections, try to spot patterns and lessons. Zoom out again to look at the overall timeline. Are there recurring themes or events tied to your highs and your lows? Like the things you truly value, the things that helped you to achieve success, or any internal or external obstacles that held you back. For example, starting GrowthGarden was a really big thing for me personally because I've been thinking about it for a very long time now, and I finally overcame my fear to do it. I also realized that the things with the biggest emotional impact on me usually involve the people around me, like my loved ones or amazing team members who made work fun and meaningful. In fact, my highest highs often came from really small things like a day spent exploring a hobby with a loved one. Now, it's your turn. Plot your highs and lows and jot down any takeaways you may have from this exercise. Now that you have a clear view of your past year, let's dig deeper with the next step, which is to align with your core values. Start by listing your top 3 to 5 values. These are the things that really matter to you and that you want to use to guide your life. If you need a little inspiration, here are my core values. Authenticity, being honest with myself and staying true to myself in terms of my thoughts, my words, and my actions. Growth and contribution, becoming a better version of myself every day and helping others to do the same. Love and joy, choosing to find love and joy in the moment and to make each day of my life as rich and fulfilling as possible. Feel free to tailor this to your personal values and alignment. Next, on a scale of 1 to 10, rate how far you actually lived your core values in the key areas of your life this year. You can start with these 5 areas: family, relationships, business or career, health and wellness, and personal growth. To make this even clearer, try using the Wheel of Life. This is a simple tool that helps you to visualize which areas of your life are thriving and which ones need more attention. Here's how it works. Draw a circle divided into sections for each area of your life. Shade each section based on how far you have lived your values in that area. This will give you a snapshot of how balanced your year was, and you can add as many areas as you want into the wheel that's important to you, like finances, hobbies, or spirituality. I use a free online tool to create this sample, and you can check the link in the description if you prefer pre-made templates like this. This simple exercise helps you to identify any gaps that you might have between your values and your daily actions. Are you doing the things that are truly aligned with what matters most to you? Where are your biggest gaps? And how can you realign your focus for the next year? These steps helps you to bridge the gap between the actions in your life and things that truly matter to you. I like it because it gives me a visual overview of the areas where I'm doing well in and the areas that need more attention. Now, it's your turn. Pause the video and rate your action level based on your top values and the Wheel of Life. Where are the gaps, if any? And where are you thriving? Where are you falling short? Next, let's refine your focus to make smarter decisions moving forward. We're going to refine our focus with 2 reflective questions. First, what should you do more of or start doing? Think about the positive habits, actions, or mindsets that brought you the most success, joy, or progress this year. These are the things that you should continue to do or double down on. Also, consider any new actions or habits that could bring you closer to your goals. Second, what should you do less of or stop doing? These are the negative habits, unhelpful activities, or thought patterns that hold you back, like distractions, overcommitment, or negative self-talk. What are you doing habitually that no longer serves you? And what should you eliminate to make space for the things that really matter? By focusing on these 2 simple questions, what to do more of and what to do less of, you'll have a clearer direction for the new year. This helps you to set the stage to create meaningful goals moving forward. You can find out more about goal setting in our other video. Now, it's your turn. Grab a piece of paper, divide it into 2 columns, and write down at least 3 things on each side. Be honest with yourself. What is truly helping you and what is really holding you back? By now, you should have a really good idea of what truly matters to you and what you should focus on. Once you're ready, join me for the final step, practicing gratitude. This might sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful tools to end the year on a positive note and prepare yourself for a fresh journey ahead. Often, we tell ourselves, not much happened this year, or it was a terrible year. We downplay our achievements and amplify our failures. By refocusing on what we gained, we actually shift our attention towards growth and possibilities. This fills us with positive energy and confidence to move forward. So let's refer back to your timeline from step 1 and write out all the things that you are grateful for. It could be the experience that you had, the people in your life, or even the challenges that allowed you to grow. It can be big things like major career transitions, to really small things like joyful moments with the people that you love. Don't forget to include things about yourself that you're grateful for, be it your health, your strengths, your creativity, or your resilience. Write down at least 10 things, but feel free to keep going beyond that. Congratulations! You've finished your year-end review. Well, if you didn't manage to do it along with us, that's okay. You can save this video and come back to it when you're ready. With these 4 steps, you're now in a much better position to set the right goals that are meaningful, achievable, and truly aligned with where you want to go. Remember, reflection isn't just a once-a-year activity. You can do this review anytime to recalibrate and grow. Personally, I do a review every quarter with shorter reflections after major projects or milestones. Thanks for spending this time with me. Check out our next video to start setting and achieving clear goals. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to GrowthGarden for more insights to achieve more with less. Let's keep growing together, one step at a time, and I'll see you in the next video.